confident when you enter your space, and don't hesitate to give your ideas even if you're young enough, because you never know, your ideas will be very well efficiently used rather than the old ones. So be confident and be brave enough to tell your idea.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the IMA podcast series for 2025. Today we have Isha Patel from the Patel Group. We'll like to learn about our experiences, what are our insights for the group, and what do you do? Hi, Isha. Welcome to the podcast series.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me here.
Our pleasure.
It's really humbling to be here. Like, I've seen great people talk on this podcast, and just the opportunity to be here, I'm very grateful for that.
Our pleasure. So, what exactly do you do, Isha? Please tell us about yourself. What things do you handle, and what is the group all about?
So I'll start by introducing what the group is. My group is called Patel Motors Group. We started our journey in 1985 with diesel engines. Like, we were a trading company. We started from a very small scale, and now we are in the leaders of automobile industry in Central India. So we have 50 touch points, and we have dealerships of Maruti Suzuki, Eicher trucks and buses, and commercial vehicles.
Amazing.
So I'm a part of that group, and that is what we do. Like, we are venturing into real estate now. We have two very beautiful projects coming up. So
And you are looking after what division of the group, or you're supervising every section of the group?
So, as I said, our group is quite diverse. We have a lot of different things in under the group. We have commercial vehicles, we have passenger vehicles, we have real estate. So, I take care of digital marketing and communications for the overall group in general. So, everything you see on your social media handles for my group is taken care by me. I take care of other marketing aspects in terms of branding, PR, etc.
Okay. So a business like yours, which is into automobile as well as which is very consumer centric, you need to have a lot of feedbacks because every person who's using that product will have a different feedback. And real estate is something which is always touched by hearts because a lot of people put in their all source of money in one place just to build their dream home. Marketing for that kind of products, do you think online marketing is good enough, or do you need to have a local presence as well and do a direct mouth to mouth conversation with the actual user? Which one is more important? Is it a digital marketing or
There's
real?
no right answer to that. Everything is very important. Like, you can't just skip digital in this digital era, of course. Like, if you just think that you're too arrogant to be only offline and you don't want to be doing ads on digital platforms, that is a long term problem. Like, if you see now, most of your time is spent on your phones, and if you happen to see something on your phone, you might be buying it in future, you might be recalling that brand in future. And which is why, like, I wouldn't say digital marketing is also the winner, because you would want to be connected to a brand that you know in person as well. The word to word mouth of publicity is also equally that much important as digital marketing is.
Fair enough, because you have to be present everywhere and you can
Omni marketing
Yeah.
is what I'm trying to say. Like, you have to be
Okay.
there everywhere in terms of all forms of communications. That's how you.
And how do you take feedback for the consumers, for the who are related to your automobile consumers and car clients? How do you take feedback from them? Is it on one-to-one basis, or do you give? What is the process that you
That's a
generally follow?
very good question. So we have a lot of stages of feedback mechanism. So we do Google reviews. That is generally compulsory for our RMs, relationship managers, to take the reviews from the customer. Even if he is not buying, if he's just visiting, we request them to give us a review, so how they liked our uh, quality of sales, or the look and feel of the showroom, or just the hospitality of our team. So we do that, and even after sales, there are like 3-4 feedback calls given by the QCM from our team. So we make sure that the customer who has finally decided to take the car home is not feeling left out after just leaving the showroom. So we take care of their feedbacks like really rigorously.
Indirectly, you make sure that you are part of their heart and
Yeah,
soul
because
was.
automobile doesn't stop at the sale point. We need them to be, we want them to come to our service stations also. We want them to choose us for the first time when they go for any car fixes or anything related to their cars. So we make sure that that relationship keeps on going in a smooth way.
Okay. And for real estate, what sector are you in? Is it just a residential, commercial, or any business land development? What?
So right now, we have a residential one that is under the name of PM Uplands. So PM stands for Patel Motors, and
Okay.
we have it in near the Trubo College.
Okay.
So
Within Indore itself.
yeah,
Okay.
and soon we'll be into commercial buildings as well. It's under the RERA, so I'm not able to
Okay.
give you the name, but yeah,
Okay.
we'll be there.
Okay. So coming to, I think you are the second generation or the third generation in
Third
business. Third generation. So how do you manage the, if the first generation is still into business and still active, how do you manage that conversation? Because they had their different experiences. They were the building stones. Then the second generation were who scaled up to another level, and the third generation is have a different view altogether. How do you manage your conversations with all the three generations and put things to the work on the table? Any good, because a lot of viewers face this problem, the communication between the generations, how to take faster and quicker decisions when there are three different people with three different scenarios coming to a table. How do you?
Correct. For me right now, I would say I'm still under a training period. Like I'm very new to the business, so I'm still learning. I'm still learning from them. So whatever the experience they have, I'm learning from that. And right now, I've created my own space in the whole business we have. Like I've created my own space, so they feel like, yeah, I have something to offer which they don't. So they let me. They give me the freedom to experiment as well, and they're very kind enough to go forward with my ideas. And as long as I'm learning from their experiences, it's very smooth.
Amazing. And do you take business back home to your dinner table when, because it's a different scenario altogether once you're there in the office and back in the house when on the dinner table? Do you
Yeah.
talk about business?
Yes, we do. Like that's a very Gujarati family thing, I would say. We do because we all have different offices. So when you sit down at a table and be together, we happen to talk about things that we may have missed when we were at our work. Because
Oh,
yeah.
nice, nice. I'll have some rapid fire questions for you. What is your stress buster?
Art.
Art? Do you like draw or?
Just look at art, go to museums, and even draw. I paint.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Any book that you suggest to viewers or any series that you suggest to everyone to watch?
I do read books. So two good books that I always recommend. One is Shoe Dog. It's on the story of Nike, and it's very inspiring if you want to start something of your own. If you're into shoes or fashion goods or anything, it's very, very inspiring. And one is 5 Second Rule by Mel Robbins. It keeps you going. It keeps you in action, and it makes you feel brave. Like you would want to do things very, very easily. Yeah.
Amazing. Two books. Your favorite food?
Pani puri.
Comfort food?
Khichdi.
Rishi?
Gujarati here.
That is always there. And one last thing, it's like to all the young entrepreneurs or all the young generations coming into business, what things they should keep in mind once they step into the business or once they interact with the already existing staff or something like that you have learned in past years?
I would say be confident when you enter your space, like and don't hesitate to give your ideas even if you're young enough, because you never know, your ideas will be very well efficiently used rather than the old ones. So be confident and be brave enough to tell your ideas. put it there, put it on the table.
Such an amazing insight. Thank you, Isha, for giving us the time. We had a very good time. I hope you will have a good conclave this time, and all the good insights. I hope the users come and find it, and we wish you all the best for your upcoming projects. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.